Now this is Beyblading.
Okay. Well, that works, I guess. Uh, yes. Hello. Oh shit, I don't have the I take a break for a couple days and look what fucking happens. Unbelievable.
I don't think that's a Beyblade.
Yeah, it's not. uh,
Gonna get banned trying to spin that thing.
I know. You don't even spin this in the stadium. You just throw it at the other person.
It's got a very high win rate.
Insanely high. It's close to 100%. It's not tournament legal. Like I said, you just bonk them over the head with this, and they go make a funny Mario noise. Uh, but okay, so we have a lot to get to today. Uh, I have to change the title.
I mean, it's still kind of accurate.
Yeah, kinda. But I wanted to commit this to camera for the eventual video that this is gonna be featured in. But so when I stream retro games, I run everything through composite video, which is just RGB. It's that red, green, blue, and then the two red and white for audio cables. The problem is that every major CRT solution for gaming involves fucking SCART, which is a European format that I'm sure there's some technical reason, but the problem is I'm locked into composite because I run a digital out GameCube. I'm getting a little feedback from myself on your mic. Is everything okay over there?
Let me check. Hopefully, it shouldn't be. Because I'm running through a headset.
Huh.
I'm gonna mute for a second, make sure my settings are right
Okay, yeah.
while you monologue.
Okay, all right. But anyways, yeah, no. Everyone just tells. I've asked people about it, and I've mentioned that I can't use SCART because I'm trying to do this. And they're just like, oh, just use SCART. SCART, fart, suck a shart out of my ass. So I've been really looking for a solution. Like I use the cheap Chinese boxes that everyone uses for composite. The problem is that they only make them with like 3 inputs and like 1 output. So like having more than a couple things hooked up at once sucks. And there's like I think now 1 or 2 boutique options for it that have like 8. But that's where I discovered this. This is an Extron Crosspoint, and this is a matrix switcher. I discovered this as an option recently, and I purchased this one from my local college, which has a recycling what it's called property disposition on the website, but it's basically just they go through all their shit and they get rid of it for like nothing. You can get all kinds of great stuff if your local college has like a liquidation center. They price things to get rid of them, not to make some kind of insane profit. But I picked this up for $35, and it unfortunately, despite it having 12 buttons, it's only an 8 out. But it's 8 input, which is kind of fucking insane. I don't think I'd ever have 8 things that I'd need to output to. But in order to use it, we're gonna it's all B and C right now, which means that in order to get it to not coaxial, but in order to get it to the plugs that composite and component use, we got to add these B and C connectors. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Just commit it to video for the bit, because I don't know when there's a couple other parts that I'm waiting on for this. As you can see here, these little blue guys, this is the audio. It's not these bottom 2 ones. I believe H and V is for horizontal and vertical sync. Although, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that now. But I bought like 30 fucking BNC to RCA connectors. And I'm going to put every single one of them on. Alright, that's one bag. They came in bags of 10. I guess that's how the store I bought them from separates it. So he doesn't have to think about it. He can just grab it and sell it to whoever the fuck. Which would be me. I'm whoever the fuck this time. But yeah, this is the content, by the way. Don't you worry. There's no need to feel like you're waiting around. This is there's no way asking when will we get to the ride. This is the ride. Although I did buy a little bit more, I think. I thought I didn't have any of them, but I had like a couple of them lying around. But it's always probably good to have a couple extra of these guys. And then I'm just going to hook up... yeah, you know what? I'll just put them all in. If I ever need to take them out, I know where to get them. Just do them all, I say. But yeah, very excited to own this. This is kind of like the perfect solution to all of the issues I was having with the retro game streaming setup. We got one odd man out. So there we go. Voila. We're gonna go ahead and move this gentleman away. Put him off to the side. Till I can get the rest of the connectors. Take a drink. Okay, so what will we be doing today on this wonderful stream? Well, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to unbox some cool stuff. But we'll also be building a deck of Beyblades that we are going to run at a tournament. And I'll be there, and special guest Rad will be there. And we'll be having a good time, probably drowning in pools. But I am gonna try to build a couple decks. I mentioned this a couple times on previous streams, And there's a couple reasons I wanted to, like, hold off, so to say. And the big reason is I've got a big box of stuff to undo. I've got some stuff fresh from good old Hobbit Link Japan. But the other reason is, I talked about it a couple times on stream, but, you know, we're in America here, and we get Hasbro, you know, obviously Hasbro handles our, I believe they handle it for everybody. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they handle Beyblade outside of Japan. In the past, this was really bad with, like, Burst, from what I have been told. Although I'm not, like, a Burst... I never cared. You know, like many people, I found myself getting into Beyblade after being a bit of a Plastic Gen kid. And then X kind of coming back and being, like, a brand new, like, revival of Beyblade. Kind of combining little things of every generation to make something cool and compelling for man-children, such as myself. But Hasbro long story short, Hasbro handles our distribution of stuff outside of Japan. And, you know, stuff goes up for pre-order, stuff has street dates, it'll have release dates. But the way I've heard it put that I think I would agree with, I don't remember who said this. It was some Beyblade YouTube channel or whatever, but a lot of Hasbro's release dates are more like release suggestions. And there's one Bey in particular that was on the docket that I was very excited to get. I believe I may have, I don't remember if I streamed or didn't stream this a long time ago, but I tried to roll for Wave Whale. And unfortunately I didn't get it. I got like 2 of the black ones and like one of the white ones. Here, let me see if I have one readily available. Yeah, here we go. Here's a black one. Here's a white one. I'm sure I have the other black one floating around here somewhere. Or at least I thought I did. Maybe I only bought 2. Because... yeah, no, that's Perseus. Yeah, okay, so I guess I only bought 2. And I was wrong.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Hopefully that's a little better. My quality might be worse, but you shouldn't hear yourself.
Yeah, you sound a little muffled.
Yeah, I had to switch over to the Bluetooth. My headphone jack stopped working.
Oh, no.
So I'll have to fix that later.
Oh, no.
You buy a new mic and the mic hole break.
Bullshit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. But anyways, yeah, so I rolled for Whale, didn't get it, but Hasbro is releasing the prize Whale. As, you know... I thought I heard myself again, but... Anyway, no, Hasbro releasing prize Whale. Yeah, I am still hearing myself. What is that?
What the hell? Hold on a second. Everything's muted. Say something real quick.
I'm going to start talking, and then I'm going to stop. I'm going to do it again.
I have no idea why. This is literally through an earbud. I'm going to reset Discord real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, no worries, dude.
This is high-level technical expertise here.
Yeah, this is some audio witchery and witchcraft. All
right, you're back.
But Yeah, God, sorry. For the third time. I tried to roll for whale, didn't get it. Didn't freak out though, because Hasbro was getting it. But the release date was supposed to be for like October or like let me check. We can check this real quick. We have the technology. Well, for some reason, I can't turn off the in-stock filter on Amazon.
Okay. Is this doing anything?
I don't know. I don't hear
All
myself
right.
now.
Okay, we'll try this. Let me know if you hear anything.
Will do.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Audio.
So whales.
Audio is fun. But anyways, yeah, no. Hasbro Whale is set to come out like in the fall or some ridiculous far off date. But I know from being a part of this hobby that someone I forget who it was, but another Beyblade YouTuber type person mentioned that Hasbro release dates are somewhat more like release suggestions. So I knew there might be a chance we'd get Whale before we have anything to do with fall or any of that happens. It could just like shadow drop. So I kind of waited a little bit. And unsurprisingly, look what fucking happened. I knew in my heart of hearts that it would be real. And here it is. In the flesh and blood, the Wave Whale Holy Grail. But it's called Tide Whale, which is stupid. Just call it Wave Whale.
At least it elevates your expectations.
It did. I got like a little bit of shit on the back here. But yeah, these popped up. A couple of them did. As you can see, I already kind of got a little ahead of myself with one. But I want to unbox it on camera so that I can make it, so I can go, Tide Whale, Hasbro unboxing, but, like, everyone's unboxed a Hasbro babe. I mean, I'm going to have to need it for Elevate anyways, even though I already have Yellow Elevate.
Yellowate.
Yeah, Yellowate. If you can piss 6 feet straight up in the air and not get wet, you get Yellowate. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna open one. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, you gotta let it rip. The package says so.
I do. So we've successfully let it rip. And it's just like every other Hasbro Beyblade. It comes with the blade in some cardboard. And it comes with the bit and the ratchet in a nice little poly bag. Good times. So we have a pod of Wave Whale. Holy... Why the fuck did they have it set to left spin? We have...
Spoilers for Season 3.
Yeah. Really? No. But we have a pod of whales here, like 5 months before the street date. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I actually really like this blade. I don't know if I'd run it in limited, because that's what we'll be doing today. We'll be building a limited deck, and we'll be building some options for a full deck that isn't like have restricted stuff in it, because those are the 2 tournaments that we will be participating in. But it is a really nice looking blade.
Good news. Wave Whale is banned and limited.
Is it really banned and limited?
Uh-huh. It's too good.
It's too... Man, that sucks. Wow. Yeah, when we get to there, you're going to have to, like, tell me what is and isn't banned. I'm assuming Impact is also banned as well.
Impact is indeed banned.
Yeah, that's what I figured, of course. It's cool, so it's banned. But anyway, 2 whales. Very good. But that's not the end of it. Oh no, we have many box to get to.
Oh no.
That was what I wanted to press. So we're going to just do a quick little unboxing here of some stuff, and then we'll get to the actual building. Not all of it is Beyblade, so you'll have to excuse me. The streams of Manchild will cross a little bit. I got
a lot to cover.
I got a little... What is this? Okay, this doesn't have my address on it, so I'll put it on camera. But Hobby Link Japan. With your recent shipment, we've included a copy of our monthly mail magazine.
Hobby Highlights.
Yes. So apparently I spend enough money with these guys that they think I am cool.
Not to bum on your parade, they give it to everybody now, as long as your box can fit it. I have like 7 months worth.
Nardu Hodos. We got some... these are kind of cool. You know what? I really appreciate that it's bilingual in its publication. I feel like that should be more of a thing with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's a bit of a passion project from the Scott Hard guy who runs HLJ. So I kind of appreciate it.
Yeah, that's why I love. That's the feeling I get as well. I think that's why I personally enjoy stuff like this.
Also, physical media. It's nice.
Yeah, I know. It's nice to have. Wow, someone did a 2B garage kit. That's 2B exceptional. Got a fake Godzilla. Oh, you know what? I bet that's like... I think there was like a Godzilla movie where they dressed up Mecha Godzilla as regular Godzilla for some reason. I vaguely remember that.
It was to incriminate Godzilla.
Yes. But it is kind of cool to just see... wow, they do Nendoroid highlights too, and it's all from Nier. You can tell...
Whatever they're trying to sell this month.
Well, you can tell that whoever put this out has a specific taste. Oh, that's cool. They did like a cooking thing. Oh, that's neat. Blue Hawaii syrup. You know what? Maybe I will try to make this at some point.
Cooking stream. Those are popular now.
Yeah, yeah, I'd have to set it up. I don't know what Shining Oracle is, but it seems kind of fun. It's for you know, one for the ladies. Hobby Link Japan seems like it'd be a cool company to work for. I'm not gonna lie. They do seem very cool.
That's the in. Yeah, they're easy to give crap to, but I think they're the least faceless of the organizations.
You know, the only thing I'd say is the Bandai ship, but that's not even their fault.
I think they've even started putting a disclaimer on some of their stuff.
Yeah. You know, like mail spam, you know, I'm sure whatever. You know, you could say mail spam is a thing with them. But I did it. I bought every single thing you told me to. For the upcoming thing.
Oh yeah, this came fast.
Yeah. They got them in like instantly. So I just threw it in there. We got joints out the wazoo. These look like these could even work with. Eventually, I'm gonna do a garage kit thing. Whether it's a video or a stream, I'm not sure. But I have a lot of garage kits. But we got plastic asses.
Plastasses.
Yeah.
Hey, you got everything you need to make that today.
I did.
Not just the joints.
No, yeah, I it all came. I got.
I mean, did you mention the big purchase today?
Oh yeah. I did not yet. But I went and bought a spray booth that I will show on camera at the end because it's annoying to have to pivot and then re-pivot the camera. But basically, there's a very famous air spray booth maker, Beys air booths. They come very highly recommended from many, many places. And
can I make a quick complaint about that air booth?
Yeah.
They missed a golden opportunity. They should have called it the pacemaker.
They could have. They very well could have. Yes.
Just rolling right there.
Well, you know, it might be a little insensitive. I do believe I spoke with the man, the myth, the legend himself on the phone.
Jonathan Pace?
I thought it was Robert Pace.
Yeah, you know, like Jonathan Halo.
Mm. Yes. Master Chief, do you mind telling me what you're doing in a dusty warehouse in the middle of Perrysburg, Ohio? So yeah, essentially what happened was I ended up just driving down to go pick it up instead of I guess I gotta fucking show it now. We can kind of we're not going to be able to see it properly. I mean, you'll be able to make it out somewhat. There's my glasses, but I got the super mini. It's not hooked up yet, obviously. I have to get some help in to properly connect it to a disposal system. We're gonna have to run some air ventilation system out of it. But they literally built it probably as I arrived. I got to walk around in their factory, and it's literally just a dusty warehouse in the middle of Ohio, and it was awesome. Like, I could see, like, parts of them just being put together. They just make them to order. It was really cool, actually. I wish I got footage of the inside of it, but I wanted to respect their privacy. The only reason I even mentioned Ohio is because it's on their website. Otherwise,
I don't know that they're busy enough that they're like mass producing them still.
Well,
semi.
Mass producing.
Maybe that's a bit too much, but you know what I mean.
Well, they just make them to order. Like it's all just flat stock that they like carve and like bend into shape.
I do wonder how many they move in like a month.
Well, he had a couple that were put together. I think I saw like one or two of them.
And hey, exciting breaking news while we're talking about model kit stuff.
Yes.
Kimopla has officially confirmed the swing will be coming to retail.
Nice. I thought that was.
I know that was the.
I thought that was already confirmed.
They showed it as a potential product. Now they announced that it will come out with the first kits.
Excellent.
It's going to be a release product.
she can rub her ass all over it. Bare furry ass. But other than I did get another frame arms girl. I'm trying to purge a lot of model kit stuff actually, so probably not the smartest idea to bring a ton more of it in. I'm gonna be a bit more picky about what I get in the future. But I did pick up Swimsuit Stylet. It's very nice looking.
You got a paint test too.
Oh, I've got plenty of shit to test paints on. Don't you worry about that. But okay, I'll start with Scorpion. Actually,
A little SS to start the night.
yes, Scorpion Sting. But everyone has been ranting and raving about this one. I see a lot.
Yes, Spear looks pretty solid.
I see.
I think it just.
Oh, is it Spear? Oh, it's Scorpion
Yeah.
Spear. I fucked it up.
Wanted to let you down easy.
Yeah. Oopsie daisy. Sorry, I'm terrible. I'm terrible with names. I know whale is technically whale wave and not wave whale too. I know I fucked that one up, but they should have called it wave whale. Damn it! It sounds nicer.
But the trademark.
Is there something else that uses wave whale as a name?
No, but they got to make it stupid sounding so they can get a trademark on something they'll never use.
True.
It's like how in Burst they had to rename Valkyrie to Valtrek because you couldn't copyright Valkyrie.
Interesting. But yeah, I don't care about Burst. I think
no one cares about Burst anymore. Burst is dead.
I think most people don't. But that would imply that I cared about it at all ever, which was also not true.
Yeah, at least Metal Fight I had feelings towards of hate. Like Burst is just there.
What height is this? Is this 60 height? 060.
70.
Is this really a 70?
Yep, 070.
Dang. It's a nice little nub mark here from the mold. I will say one thing that would be nice to have is potentially get like a little bowl or something that I could launch stuff into. But yeah, everyone... Damn, this one's tall too. Interesting. So, as far as I remember correctly, you can only launch this in a certain way. Huh.
Yep, it has to be launched in defense. And then the first X-Rail hit will make it switch to attack.
So it's kind of like Crimson Garuda, but something actually useful.
Exactly. And it does still work with free ball. Everyone was wondering about that.
Oh, really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
We can test that theory right now. Where is my free ball? Free ballin'.
Free ballin'.
It does. Actually, it's way smoother with free ball. It's way smoother. Like, it happens, like, instantly. Although it makes free ball a little less free, if you get what I'm saying.
Those balls are less free than they've ever been in their life.
I know.
They're wearing jorts.
Full frontal ain't gonna be able to see to the end of the heat death of the universe anymore. He's just gonna be regular frontal.
Casual and decency instead of full frontal.
Yeah. Oh, I need to straighten that out. I feel this is way. Oh, jeez. Oop. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I have to take a family thing if a family thing shows up. I swear this is shorter though than the green one, which doesn't make any sense that they would make an extra mold to make it shorter, but it feels, I don't know, it just feels shorter for some reason. But I'll probably be running this guy. I think like most people, they're gonna run the longer ripcord. Oh, magical. And it burst. Amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. But we'll put that to the side, because I know that's probably in banned format, so that's probably like a top tier at this point, maybe. But we're gonna go ahead and move on. Sorry, I know these streams aren't exactly super organized, but we got 5 custom line random boosters here to go through. We have 3. Well, I'll be honest, I don't care if I get the prize. I really want the 2 custom not prize. I guess they're are they prizes? I don't know. I either want
they call Rhino a prize, but
yeah. I would like to at least have those, because with this one I know for a fact that we're going to get this as a standalone with Hasbro. In fact, they've already been seen in Canada, and I've had discussions with you about about potentially going into Canada to see if they have that display.
hopping, yeah.
Yeah, hopping the fucking border. It's not like I don't have the special license to do it.
Hey, sir, do you got anything to declare before you cross the border, right? No, officer, I say with my suspicious Beyblade-shaped bulge.
Yeah. God, I'm gonna have to do that. If I actually do that. Alright, well. Okay, so I'm gonna, as per usual, I'm going to take the instruction booklet and toss it down so that the surprise isn't spoiled.
Are you gonna feel the bit and try and guess, or are you just gonna go for it?
I think we got 5 of them. I think I might just go for it. We gotta get going.
Half of them are kick.
Half of them are kick? Well, at least that's one bit I did want to try.
Yeah, Piss is kick, Reaper's kick. I forgot what the third one is that's kick. Oh, Leon's kick.
Mm-hmm. Well, anywho. This is a custom, I can tell. Oh god, I'm gonna rip the fucking Rui tools, or whatever the fuck this is. I forget what it's called, but it's some Chinese knockoff of a Display, which is already a Chinese knockoff of a God Hand. Oh, nice, we got Rhino.
Hey, there you go.
First try.
First hit.
Let's go. What is this, assist blade?
Charge. It's the smallest one yet.
Nice.
Which, there's only 4, so, you know,
yeah.
Low stakes.
I do really like that they print on the plastic with, like, screen printing and stuff.
It's really a nice upgrade to the visuals. Like,
yes.
I already liked how X looks. This is a good improvement.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Like, these do look kind of sick.
Now they just have to make them good.
I know. Yeah, now they have to make them not shit.
I don't think a single CX is banned from Limited.
It is very sad. Oh, it's dot. Interesting. I like that it's lime green though. And this is 455. Ooh, we might pull that for something else. 455 seems to be a little bursty, but I think that's by design, if anything.
Yeah, all the 5s are pretty bursty, just because they don't have like the actual lock.
Wonder why they do it that way.
I think it was a like conscious decision.
Yeah.
Because they're also very light.
I'm sure it's a balance thing. But I don't know, But Rhino, everybody, we did it. And I do like that it kind of uses the color scheme from Rhino. Let's pull out Rhino. Here's Rhino. Here's regular Rhino. You can see mine's one of the early ones because it's all fucked up and gross looking. Because the coat on it is like tarnished and whatever. But you can kind of see they utilized a lot of the same colors here. Although this point is a little bit more yellow than this, which is more lime green. I actually think this looks way better than this. And then plus Rhino is just shit. So 1 down. That was pretty good.
No dupes, no piss.
Yeah, no piss, please. I don't need another whale.
I ended up with 4.
I know, you got fucking hosed on this.
I got hosed with piss, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm guessing Phoenix with nothing to go on, just hunch.
Just raw intuition.
Mm-hmm. I never pulled a Phoenix either.
Ceremonial tossing. Where the fuck did my knife go? My actual knife. So that I don't destroy my my nippers. Not that those nippers are particularly expensive. I think I got another custom. It seems very tall. Yeah, it's another custom.
Oh.
If it's another Rhino, I'm gonna fucking shit. Although I'm pretty sure Rhino is just an echo of whatever the
top blade is still Reaper.
Yeah.
It's just the charge blade that's different, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we got the blue Hell's Reaper, which is just a blue arc wizard with... I'm assuming this is the ratchet that comes with Hell's Pro... Yes, it is.
Yep, turn.
Very cool. Nice. So we've technically, I think, already got the prize bay as it is.
I think you need kick, and that's it.
This is 85. But, so I guess while we're doing this, I had a call that reminded me of a story. So Fuga, obviously I'm a big fan of Tail Concerto, Soul Torobo, LTB, Little Tail Bronx is what the thing is called. Fuga released a trilogy box set, which, not to distract from that real quick, but this is very nice.
It's very pretty.
It was very, very nice.
I like getting blades that have like color cohesion, aren't just weird Crayola vomit.
Yeah, we're gonna be clown suit and min-maxing a bit, so let's get all our vibes in real quick before we have to destroy it for the sake of being the raid or whatever the fuck we're gonna have to do. But nice, we got what I came here for, which is the 2 customs that we aren't gonna get. So you know what? I think no matter what happens, I can't be too upsetty spaghetti.
Unless you get 3 piss whales, then you'll be pretty upset.
Yeah, you know that.
Even if you don't think you will.
That would suck, but
But anyway, Fuga.
Anyways, yeah, Fuga. So, I was gonna get it on. Someone recommended it to me on Play Asia, and of course I fucking biffed it because I wasn't paying attention. But Amazon Japan has it still. So I went to order it, remembering that before, for some reason, they have an issue with my card. I don't know if it's because it's a MasterCard or whatever, but they don't like it. And I went and ordered it, and it went through, and I was like, oh, they must have fixed it. Come to find out that, no, they did not fix it. They go, oh, your payment hasn't, your thing hasn't done its thing. This is another custom, I think, by the way.
Oh.
I don't... Unless it's... It could, no, you know what? Actually, this could be Claw Leon.
Leon Crest?
Yeah, Leon Crest. Not Claw Leon. That's the other one, stupid. Yeah, it's Crest Leon. With kick. Oh god. A little bit of plastic in the... Or cardboard in the ratchet. This is a nice looking 9-sided, though. Weird hyper orange. But, yeah, so once again, I had to ask a family member for assistance. Because all of the cards I seem to have are MasterCards. I don't have another non-MasterCard card to use. But it hasn't gone through again, even with that family member's help. So I don't know if Amazon Japan is just being incredibly shitty or what. But I'm a little worried because I would like my video game. And I don't know why it hasn't gone through. But it also hasn't told me that it hasn't gone through.
Yeah, it'll do that. The first time it fails, when you try a second time, it takes them... It feels like a week to do it.
Yeah.
I had that same problem when one of my cards got rejected.
So it's probably going to reject it again, is what you're saying?
No, it just doesn't tell you until it decides to try again, and it just takes a while to try again.
Mm-hmm.
So my first one got rejected, and it waited like 3 or 4 days to tell me, okay, it's good now.
Because I don't have another card I can use. I do not know what to do. I might have to go open up another card. Which I really don't want to do that.
If that burns out, I can probably help you since mine works.
Okay, alright. But yeah. Leon Crest. Very nice. I don't know if a lot of people like this blade or not. It kind of just seems like it's there.
People try and force it.
But this is a nice color. I like the transparent orange and the white. It's very... I wish there was a little bit more black in it. I think, like, black with this transparent orange and a couple white highlights would be really cool. But so far...
Yeah, like maybe swap the red.
Oh my god. I'm going dry-mouthed. So far, we're 0 for... You know, we're not having any repeats, so we're
3 for 5.
We're doing pretty good. I have a feeling that will change soon. I have a feeling I just pulled a piece of cardboard out with this guy, so that means this package was weighted. So I have a feeling we're about to enter our disappointing phase.
The good news I've learned is that they just throw them in randomly to make them either too heavy or too light.
Ah.
So there's not necessarily a correlation.
You know what? I'm sensing a strong amount of Urobolin in this one.
Check the color of the bit.
Oh, well, it's too late. I opened it up. Oh, it's Phoenix. I thought it was going to be Piss Whale. I was hoping to get the Hell's one, though, just to play around with it on stream. Ooh, I like this flat. This is low flat, I imagine. Or it's low, this is low rush, I think. Or no, flat is the bigger one.
Yep.
It's very nice. Ooh. This is a nice looking 4-sided ratchet. Too bad it's a 4-sided ratchet.
You don't see that gunmetal color a lot. Like, I don't think any other parts have it.
Yeah, well, no, there's a couple. I think Black Hover Wyvern that comes with rudder in the original uses it. The original Phoenix rudder. Actually, I might run Phoenix rudder now that... But the problem is Phoenix rudder is only cool because of the ball bit, the frictionless bit.
Glide.
Yeah. So, man, we're doing pretty good.
It's a roll so far.
Yeah, I don't think I would care about Piss Whale. It just doesn't seem very interesting. I do hope we get Hell. What do they fucking call it?
Incendio.
Oh, Hell's.
Oh, Hell Reaper.
It's Hell's. Oh, I thought it was Hell's Reaper or something, but then I just remembered they didn't put a fucking space. So it's Hell's Reaper. Okay. I like the Hell's line. I wish they were a little bit more viable. I'm very sad. You know, usually I'm not like. You know, red is not usually a colored style scheme that I usually gravitate towards, but I really like the Hell's line.
Scythe used to be one of the best blades. And then more blades came out.
Yep. Alright, for all the marbles, are we going to get to have a cool ending, or are we going to get to have a piss shit fuck ending? Oh, there's my elongated stadium.
Which way, Western man?
I think we're, you know, I just felt it. Yep. Fuck.
Fucking reality send fucking bullshit.
Hey, you know, better 1 than fucking 4.
True, yeah, we actually were insanely fortunate. We did get the second prize, and then we do have some kick bits to play around with. Seems like kick as a bit is, I haven't seen a ton about it, but I haven't heard anything really bad about it either. Actually, this 9 or 760, we might use this today. Actually, this was somewhat fortunate, now that I think about it.
It's good for color swaps.
Yes. Well, we did it. We were not hosed, which is actually pretty fucking good, I gotta say. I think I can honestly live with this.
So I think between us, between 19 boosters, there isn't a single hell.
Dang, dude, you pulled 19 and didn't get a...
No, I pulled 14, and then you pulled 5, and between those, there hasn't been a single prize.
Ah, okay. Alright.
No, I didn't go that hard. I just bought my Reaper outright.
Nardu Hodo. I wish you would have waited. I would have got you one from fucking Canada if I ended up finding out that it was...
Yeah, it was the day after I bought it that they showed up.
Unfortunate.
It's
Well,
okay, I still need 2 more.
we're gonna put all this fucking shit to the side for now, and we're gonna think. We're gonna put on our thinking caps. As soon as I find my, where the hell did it go? Oh no. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this was unboxed on stream, but I have a kit. In fact, I need to change this for left spin. I was going to use my orange launcher, but unfortunately I took it apart to try and see if I could color swap a part of it. And it's in pieces, and I have yet to put it back together again, and I don't think I can do the color swap that I wanted to. I wanted to swap this guy here with either the gold or the silver from the wolf booster, or the or I don't know how I got a gold one with gold on the bottom. I think it was from the stadium set, but I don't think it's possible, unfortunately. I actually looked. I don't know how to remove these parts. I don't know how this guy pops off.
You pretty much just have to pry it. It's all just force.
Really?
Yep, there's little locky tabs that you just have to kind of force it up and over.
I see there's 2 in the middle here.
Yep. There's theoretically a correct way to slide it to make it easier, but you just kind of have to force it.
I can see, yeah.
Yeah, the POM, the white stuff on the inside, I mean, you've seen the material sciences video.
Yeah.
It's not that bad to do. You can rip them off and they'll go back on. I've done it a couple times, but yeah, it feels like you're gonna break it.
It does.
If you have a part separator, that's what I used.
Well, I've got this. I've got some dental tools here.
Yeah, so the outside of the black ring, you kind of want to go in under there, because the black and white part will come up together.
Well, I just got it, I think.
Oh, maybe you might have forced it.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe that'll work too.
I literally just did it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, fuck. Well.
There you go. So yeah, that's the part that you gotta force. The black comes off okay.
Maybe we'll do that at the end, because
there we go.
I was thinking of doing a model kit. Maybe because I've got way too many model kit. I have fucking Yumiko. I need to build her. She's underneath my feet right now.
Oh, Motto's gotta go.
I know. And then I need to start selling some shit that I'm not gonna use or build, and I don't know who's gonna buy it. But, anyways, so we'll put this to the side for now. But as you can see, I have 8 spots to fill. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 for the full set and 4 for the limited. Do you think that's, like, enough? Or do you think that's, like, hey, maybe that's not enough?
I think that's a good start. I mean, I'm only doing 2 decks each.
Well, yeah, no, it's 2 decks, but it's 4 per. So if I want to, like, switch something.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not even doing an extra. So yeah, I think you're well ahead of the curve.
Okay, and then I built this grip. It's not the greatest, but it's mine. It's white, but I'll replace it with the orange one once I can get that up and running. But for now, it'll be white and white with rubber. Although I forget if the other one, the red and maroon grip or whatever, has smoke colored rubber or not.
It does.
Okay, so maybe that would be.
Or the gray grip has like clear red.
Oh yeah, no, we don't.
The blue grip has clear.
Yeah, we don't want that then. This is probably the best we're gonna get. And then of course I have several rip cords, some of which I need to straighten out. But I'll basically just be taking all this. And then, of course, the question will be to left spin or not to left spin. But I think for now we're going to left spin. And then we'll go ahead and pull our bits out. So we have 8 spots to fill. 8 glorious places. So I guess let's start with the bullshit. We'll start with the pick a top tier set. Obviously, I think the best thing to do would be to just kind of pull everything out and kind of observe what we have to work with. And then from there, we can start picking and choosing our bits and our bobs.
Yep, you gotta work your way downwards.
Let's see. I swear I had more stuff. Where the fuck did all of it go? Oh, here's Wolf. But as far as does Golem count as like a banned and limited, or no?
Golem is banned and limited, yeah.
Okay, well then there we go. Got good old Sam Saber. Not to be confused with Samurai Showdown. And then I'll put Blue Phoenix here for the lulz. But I think that's everything I have that's like super top tier. I think this is all the top tier shit that I have. I don't have Cobalt Drake. I don't have Arrow Pegasus.
Good news is Drake's kind of fallen off.
Yeah. Unfortunate, because I actually like that bay.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It has some mysticism about it, but I think since we were able to score a whale, I think it would just make the most sense to have Dragoon elevate. As
it always works.
As one of the contenders. So we'll go ahead and put this to the side as choice. We'll put it to this side because I can't really see past my mic. As one of the top tiers. Pick a top tier. And I guess it comes down to what do I want to run next. Obviously, I think we gotta pick a wizard. It's a wizard.
Hey, it's a whirlwind pick. Just slam.
Yeah. Pick that.
Well, out of what we got so far, what's the cuttable ones?
Probably Tyranno Beat seems cool, but Tyranno
is just kind of a slightly worse wing.
Yeah.
Golem 2 is kind of... Golem and Saber are kind of questionable, too.
Yeah, I Saber has the blade gimmick. I thought that would be cool as a choice, but,
If you're going for winning,
yeah.
you really gotta stick to it.
Yeah. So we got 4 options here. Well, technically 5, but 4. I actually think this one of these is heavier than the others. I think this one is actually heavier than this one. Or at least it feels like it. I'd have to go...
Is the new one Mold 3?
This one I think is Mold 2. This is the one you gave me. This is the Takara Tomy one.
That's probably... Yeah, it's Mold 2 then.
This one is probably Mold 1. Like, I would be very...
It's like breeding your Pokemon for IVs.
I know, exactly. You know, I'm kind of leaning towards playing around with, like, the goofy shit. Even though I love Phoenix, I think we gotta pick at least one goofy bro.
So let's look at it from like the top end down. Usually the way you want to run a competitive deck is most people will run an attacker in slot 1 and then immediately pivot to survivable blades for 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because the idea is you plan for doing well, so you assume that your first knockout gets you ahead in points.
Mm-hmm.
So you use the rest of your deck to just not lose.
Okay.
So you kind of build around having 1 like very strong attacker and then 2 usually defensive stamina types.
So I'm assuming
that's kind of the meta.
Our spin steal is going to be the attack.
Kinda. Dragoon is a weird middle case. Most people run Dragoon as their second blade because it can get knockout spinning when you build it, but also it's just not gonna stop spinning.
Yeah.
Dragoon is very vulnerable to being knocked out itself because Elevate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, if it doesn't get knocked out, it's probably gonna win under just about any circumstance.
Interesting.
Whereas Wizard's whole thing is Wizard basically always loses to Dragoon unless it knocks it out, which it's not that great at. But if it's against anything else, if it stays in the center, it's not going to lose. Wolf is kind of a slightly lesser Wizard with some differences.
Yeah.
A little bit of different spice on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it fills a very similar role.
I kind of did want to run Wolf. It is a nice looking Bay, but if we're running Wizard, maybe it would make sense to kind of...
One advantage to Wolf is Wolf likes being tall, which means that you have a couple more free spots to run others since you can run a 70 on Wolf.
Okay.
So if you do, for example, 970 on Wolf, you can still do 960.
So I'm going to put Wolf as a potential candidate.
Wolf might be a good 4th slot.
We got 2 slots. So if we're missing a good attacker, as much as I like Impact... Oh man, I really do wish I could run an Impact Drake, but I think it might make more sense to run either Phoenix or Scorpio for an attack combo. Because I heard that the rubber on Impact Drake actually just kind of means recoil, and it doesn't necessarily...
So the rubber is detrimental, but it's also still shaped so well that it's still like top tier.
Right.
So it's even with a like big disadvantage, it's still like high rank, which says a lot about it.
Okay, so then, it would be I'm not sure if I want to run Scorpio. I do kind of like it. I do think it looks cool, and I like the gimmick, but you have to worry about the gimmick procking, I think, for it to be good.
You can always do an instant launch. An instant X dash is a really easy launch to do,
Okay.
since it's just tilting your blade slightly.
Mm-hmm.
So you can more or less guarantee that it's always gonna trigger.
Okay.
So you shouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah.
I guess one thing you can think about too is, since you're doing 4 slots,
Mm-hmm.
what covers the most range? Because as much as I like Wolf 2, Wolf and Wizard still do kind of cover the same slot.
Yeah.
Something like Impact and Scorpio are different types of attackers.
Right.
So you do get a little bit more breadth out of those two, versus having two kind of similar defense types.
Well, my 4th slot
But
is
defense adherence just pretty good too.
yeah.
So
My 4th slot is mostly just to replace if something isn't working, I think.
right.
So.
I mean, that is a good thing too, because if you just attack doesn't work at all, you can swap in Wolf.
Yeah. So on that note, I don't know. I might put Impact in. Impact or Phoenix might be what I do.
Phoenix at this point has kind of become just the jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
There's something better at it. Like, everything it does, something does it better, but not all of them do it all better at once. Definitely would want to find a 3 though, because it needs the extra weight. So we'd want to go digging around to find you a mold 3. But Wing still runs.
I probably have a mold 3. I haven't seen a lot of Phoenixes. I grabbed all the ones that I saw, and I didn't see many of them.
I've had them popping up a little bit more lately around me.
Mm-hmm. I do have a love for Phoenix. But well, how about this? Since I can't really decide at this point,
Let them fight.
I mean, we could do that. I was thinking we build first.
That works too.
So with Cobalt Dragoon, obviously we're going elevate. I think since if I'm under the correct assumption, it's no repeating parts across a deck, correct?
Correct. Now, for your 4th slot, obviously that's a little different since you would only have 1 in at a time.
Yeah.
So your 4th could swap out parts from the first 3.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to use Brave Drain's 560, or like get that in there, because I don't know, does the obviously, like, I think I'm gonna I think everyone is just gonna prioritize 60 ratchets anyways, because that's just the general rule of thumb unless stated otherwise. Are we out of music already? Dang. We've been going for a minute.
So something about Dragoon is, because it's a 4 shape on a system that uses 3 prongs.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 ratchets that work best with it are 560 and 960, and then 160, depending on your actual blade. 560 specifically helps kind of balance out where the gaps are heavier on one side than the other.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do that, you do lean towards a little more endurance, so it'll stay more in the center and it'll spin a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll tip less. One, obviously, it'll tip a little more, so you get a little bit more aggression out of it, because it still can get knockouts, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then just depending on your particular Dragoons, some of them, depending on how they're balanced, 9 works perfectly fine. And you make up for having a little less die hard balance by being a little bit better at rolling.
So it sounds like I need either a blue or red 560.
Yeah, 560, 960, or 160 is either going to be your bet. So you'll probably want to save 160 for an attack type.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Where the fuck is... I don't know if I have a red 560 floating around. I've got fucking red 460s out the ass because they print so many of them, but... Let's see.
I think the Hell's Chain should have a red 560.
Nope, I got it right here. Or a blue 560. I don't think I have one of those, though. Nope.
That would be, I think, the blue Viper Tail.
Yeah, of course I don't have it. I've got the fucking purple one. That's 560. I think we'll stick with red 560. Methinks. Alright, I'm gonna actually put this knob underneath my thing in case I have to dig in it again. Alright, so... I think that is our first one ready to go. Is... because I don't know too much about the ratchet types. That's one area of this I really haven't 100% explored. But we got Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate. Beautiful. Put it right in there. All right. So, next, we have our Wizard Rod. I think, like you said earlier, I kind of wanted to build this as a stamina anyways. Just because I think that would play more to its strengths. I know some people like to build it as an attacker.
Yeah, it can do a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's Wizard Rod. I know there's which I've seen green Hexa. I don't have green Hexa. I wish I did. I
Ghost.
Ghost. Oh, fucking grossed. That means I gotta find that shit. I'm assuming grossed is really expensive because it's grossed.
No, I think I got my green for like $11 on Suru.
Oh, nice. But I kind of want to build Wizard Rod on a Hexa. Unless there's a, I don't know, unless something like Underneedle might be better.
Probably not, because the thing with Underneedle is, or Needle in general, is that it tips more.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's so heavy and spins so fast, Wizard Rod will probably just go rolling like a tire.
Yeah.
And you're going to just bay wheel it.
So it would probably be better to do something like either Hexa or like Ball or Orb.
Yeah, Hexa and Ball, like just the flat ones everyone does. Like Wizard Rod 960 Hexa is the like hit it, beat it. You know, that's your litmus test for if the blade is any good.
960 Hexa, of course. I don't think I have a green 960. I have a red 960. But I don't have a green 960.
I don't think there is a green 960. No, yes, there is. What is it on? Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. I'm thinking about it for a minute.
Or
maybe not.
laptop Cop is screaming at me. I don't know. What do you think? Should I go red Ratchet, red Bit? Or should I go blue from Tyranno? Oh, we could have used Tyranno. Fuck. Although Tyranno is just worse Phoenix.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even though it looks cool. I think it's cool, but...
I like its colors a lot.
Yeah. They're kind of garish in that toy kind of way, but it's... I don't know. I find it endearing.
I like the blue. Shame we're not going to get any more wizardry colors.
Yeah, Wizard Rod is wizard dead.
I would like the blue.
I had the chance to stop at them. I stopped at a Walmart by the spray booth place to see if there was any more whales. Because now it's my life mission to deprive everyone else for some reason. But I didn't see any. And there was a Meyer. I probably should have stopped to pick up more wizard rods. Because I think I'm going to bring the stadium one as a backup. I don't think wizard rod is... You can tell, I've fucking spun this thing like crazy. Mine's all fucked up. This stadium wizard rod. Which probably wasn't really smart to do, but I didn't know there was a difference between the two of them, which also means my Dran Buster is the stadium one, which is also different. So, I'll probably bring this as a backup in case this one shatters, but I like green a lot better, actually. I
honestly wonder if Wizard being kind of smoothed down is better for it.
Could be. But, okay, so Wizard 960 Hexa, that's our number 2.
Yep, that's just solid lock. It's the meta choice.
Pick a top tier. Okay, so let's think about... Let's move on to Wolf. Let's see what we got with Wolf. Building Wolf into stamina. What our options are with that. Honestly...
So, one big advantage for Wolf, obviously, is, like I said, you can run it as a 70.
Mm-hmm.
So, since you're already running 960, that's a big advantage to your deck, is being able to run a second 9.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a good thing I have 970. Although
It only just now got its second recolor.
Although it's fucking orange. Well, I guess that's not horrible. But that's... I believe that's 970.
The one from Leon?
No, the one from... This is from Yellow Black Shell.
Count the marks in the bottom. I think that's...
Is it 80?
I think so.
There's 2.
Do you know how to count the pips?
There is 1, 2 on this corner right here.
Oh no, it'll be right beside the hole where the bit goes.
Oh, yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an 80.
Yeah. The only 2 ways to get 970 right now are the Phoenix Rudder and the Fox Brush.
Fuck. Well, I don't have it then. Oh, wait, no. I just did roll Phoenix Rudder, didn't I?
The original Phoenix Rudder, the red one.
Oh, well, I have that too, but...
Oh, there you go.
Well, so much for keeping that blade pure. Alright, I better go get it.
At least the blade can stay clean.
Well, I don't think Phoenix Rudder is all that expensive either. It's only just because it's in a set.
Yeah, it's even the set's gone down quite a bit. Phoenix Rudder by its own is still like surprisingly pricey, but it was just for 970.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So what's
the other thing you can do? I forgot since it just came out. You can run Wolf 070.
Ooh, yeah, 070. And I'm assuming that is what I just pulled here.
That was from Scorpio.
Yes. Ooh, that might actually be cool. Ooh.
So the two I've seen are 070 Ball, obviously, but also 070 Hexel and Wolf. Because Wolf is a little more defensive than Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
You could maybe swap the Hex to Wolf if you want to go for a little bit more of a tanky guy on Wolf. And then give something else to Wizard to make it the pure endurance type.
Yeah. So then why don't we switch? Rubber Excel. No.
I'm gonna try it.
Let's see. What do
I'm gonna either reinvent the meta or crash out in the first round.
I'm assuming this yellow guy is Ball.
Good bet. Probably Ball.
Orb.
If it's just round, it's Ball. If it has like the little step, then it's Orb.
Okay, so this is Ball. I wish I had a green ball, but it appears I do not, nor a blue ball.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my balls are yellow. Yeah, I think that's it. We just it simply does not exist. And it's not in my pile of not stuff. I got so many ones that just kind of like, why do I have like Spike and Point? Why did so many?
Crazy, there's not actually a green ball.
But is there a blue ball?
I don't think there is.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a black ball.
Who had black ball?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, there is, because there's a, what is it? BX-17? Which is... I gotta recheck my list. It's the Battle Entry set, the one that came with the red drawn sword and the blue wizard arrow. So that's hard to find.
Is Orb significantly better or worse than Ball? Because I have Orb.
No one runs Orb.
No one runs Orb.
Yeah, it's just less... It's just Ball with less defense and not much more stamina.
Norb on Orb, then. I wonder how that they Man, people must go like crazy fucking figuring this shit out.
Oh, they do. I mean, there are people that's their main hobby, so it's literally all they do in their free time.
Also, I appreciate you being here. I never would have... I just spit. I never would have been able to figure this... like... I don't mean to sound like I'm like a dumb bitch who would figure it out, but like... It's more fun to do it with friends.
Hey, I'm kind of flying. I'm flying by a little bit of secondhand knowledge and minimal testing, but I trust the guys who do a lot of testing.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm not doing a ton of testing myself either. I'm again, I've told you this. I fully expect to simply go there and fucking drown in pools.
Yeah, it's 60% knowledge, 40% just vibes.
Yep. So okay, so we got we got our Warb, and then we have our we're gonna give Hexa. Where is my blue Hexa? Or should I do red Hexa? I don't know. I'm thinking we keep it blue. The red is a little understated in this. And there really isn't any other recolors of Hexa. So we got a Wolf 070 Hexa.
Yeah, I think the color's building better with Wolf. I think it looks good.
Yeah. Because don't forget, we also have to, even if it's not a measured category, we also have to do style points.
Absolutely.
This is technically an art channel. Okay.
I mean, I'm running a black deck. I could have better decks, but it's gotta match.
All right. So why don't we build Impact next, and then we'll kind of decide.
All right.
So Impact, I know the shit it comes with is already pretty super competitive. Like it was like 960 low flat. Like that's... I gotta be real though, I don't really... Or low rush, not low flat. I feel like even though the low flats are good for stuff, I don't know. They don't feel satisfying to use for me, and I don't know if I'm just not letting it rip hard enough. Or I'm just dumb. It would be cool. It would be nice to run. I know everyone hates gear flat, but I like gear flat a lot because it makes a cool noise, which is not a competitively viable reason to run gear flat.
Well, hey, apparently a gear rush might be breaking the curse of gear being bad.
Really?
I think the positive DNA of rush cancels out the negative DNA of gear. But also, I think some people just want to run 3 rushes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking with Impact Drake, we got to run a 160. Like, there's just probably makes sense. Because I didn't run 160 on anything else. We have 560, 960, and then we have 170. So I'm thinking what I do is...
Didn't you run it on Rod?
Nope. Rod is 960. Look at this Dran that I just...
What are you trying to run on Wizard? Or on Impact?
160.
Oh yeah, 160. Yeah.
I'm thinking we go for max attack. I don't know anything about Vortex. I know that comes on Cobalt, but I've never heard like some amazing thing about it.
It's slightly worse flat from what I've heard. No one really likes it, it seems.
Should we try to run kick on this?
That's a good question.
Because I
really wish I had more time with kick.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just going to be pushed towards low flat or low rush, call it a day. There's our attack.
Yeah, like low rush 960 or 160. I think you're. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay, we'll put that to the side. That's our build for. Let's build Scorpio next.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. Okay. So I guess after a lot of work in, basically kick is just an upgraded Hexa.
Ooh.
So the gimmick, yeah, both of them do the same gimmick where once they start to tip, they throw themselves straight again.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be worth bearing.
What, on Impact or like on something else?
Maybe, kick is like a Hexa replacement. It might be worth trying them both out.
Huh.
I mean, you got the little extra bit slots in the case, so you might throw a kick in there.
I don't know if I have a ton of extra kick. Or no, I do. I have piss kick. I have snow kick, except for red kick, the one that would make sense. Fuck. And then we have dot and flat.
I feel like the bits are probably like the second most important part, so
yeah,
having the 8 extra slots, it's probably good to bring some spares for that, last minute testing.
Mm-hmm. Like of what I have in case they like shatter or like new.
Oh no, I mean just when you actually like prepping day before, we can really test stuff out.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's
Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah. I'm imagining Scorpion wants to be taller because of the whole first gimmick.
From what I heard, Scorpio wants to be low.
Damn.
Yeah, Scorpio you want to make like low.
770 low or 760.
60 low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
760.
I honestly wonder if I haven't tried it yet. I know everyone hates it, but I almost wonder if 450 on that's gonna do anything.
Oh, 455.
I wouldn't try it just right away because that's very experimental, but at least a 60 for Scorpio. Scorpio is your backup slot, right? This is our number 4.
This is
Or your number 4.
Well, no, we're competing for number 3 and number 4 still.
Oh, that's right.
So Wolf and Impact and then we're gonna build a Phoenix, and then we're gonna pick our 3 and 4 based on what we build. So we can have a little bit of crossover, I think.
Right. I was almost gonna say I wonder if 160 is good on Scorpio.
I do have a 160 yellow. Thank you, Night Mail set. Although it's not the same yellow, it's more... It's not as orange, but... And if that doesn't work... This is... 70, fuck. Which means that this is also 70, fuck.
I will be back in 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, awesome. Here's a... Or no, we could do... Okay. I wonder if Zap is any good as a bit. That's 80, really. This is 70? I thought it was...
This is the applied knowledge section of the test because I
Yeah.
have no idea.
You have no idea either. I was thinking of running... Is Zap any good as a bit? Like, do,
So...
Because that's... Is this regular rush, or is this... Yeah, this is regular rush. So we could do 160 regular rush. I don't know if this one likes, I don't think people use taper, do they?
Taper actually does get used.
Really?
I think probably less now because there's a lot more options. I think Hexa kind of does what Taper does a lot too. Or not Hexa, but Kick. Kind
Yeah.
of covers Taper's spaces.
So then let's slot a kick in here. So we got Scorpio 160 kick, which means that we would not be able to use Dragoon 160 low rush. We would either have to switch to a 360 or Dragoon and have to switch to something else.
Or you just have to swap parts between the two, but couldn't have them both.
Or, yeah. You couldn't have them both in one deck, which I don't think that's the issue here. I think we're always going to have Dragoon and Wizard. So I guess as a 3 and 4 slot, this could be interesting. These are all pretty interesting. But I think at this point we're kind of running out of gas here. All of these seem at least like fun to run. I don't even know if I want to build a Phoenix, to be honest. Because I feel like, what am I going to put it on? Like 360, you know, like Rush.
Yeah, the problem is Phoenix has to compete with for all the others with parts.
Yeah.
That's part of what makes Wolf good, is like it doesn't take any other part slots.
Yeah, that's probably why I think Wolf is going to be slot 3. Like what else could I run with Phoenix? Like I don't think Gear Point is really useful. My problem is the only thing I know is just what the YouTubers say when I'm doom scrolling and I want something to take away the pain. So I don't know.
Yeah, and of course, the problem is when they cover new stuff, they gotta hype it up for clicks.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard.
The most powerful Beyblade ever released?
My beard grows in backwards.
It's like when you pour paint thinner on the lawn and like those patches of grass die and they just never come back.
Jackson Cross himself. Fuck. Yeah, I mean that would be what I would build at this point, unless I do like Glide. That could be fun. But
Glide's not great, unfortunately.
yeah.
I really wish it was.
Yeah, for the fucking pick a top tier, I feel like this is kind of a piss take at this point. I think anything I would want to use with this, I've already used in other areas. Like, I'd have to run. I'd probably run Hexa again.
Yeah, I hate to disparage it because I love Phoenix. It's like one of my favorites. It's my first X-Blade.
Yeah.
But it does feel like nowadays it's more of the pick for a budget than it is like a willing choice.
Yeah. What about
like you run Phoenix when you don't have Arrow or Wolf or Dragoon or Wizard or something.
What about the Samurai bit?
Level,
yeah. One of the ones that has a goofy name. Or we have the Dran Buster bit too.
Level is really good for solid attack. Honestly, Level might work on Scorpio.
Ooh, actually, you know, we'll go ahead and probably... I don't know, because what are we trying to do with Scorpio? Make it last, or... I'll just put Level in the bits. Put it in the bits.
Yeah. Because Scorpio isn't very good for stamina. It's like weird shape.
Yeah.
It's almost like an MX like what defense types are actually supposed to be. Except it, goes attack mode.
Yeah. Goes sicko mode.
It's basically just what Hell's Hammer was supposed to be.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know what? I think we're just gonna leave Phoenix behind. I love you, Phoenix, but... so now we have a choice here. Because we've only... I mean, I guess I could technically just throw both of them in my bag. I think I'm just gonna do that.
They're on different days, so,
Yeah, fuck it. We'll throw them both in the bag. We'll do them both. But then that means we're kind of going to have to pull one of our not top tier ones off to the side. But I think that's okay. We can just pull it apart. We'll have to... I think it's worth not having to make a choice about it. But now it's time for the more fun of the builds, in my opinion, which is the limited format, which means we can't use any of the top tier shit at all.
Should I list them off?
All right, yes. Tell me what is banned.
All right, the banned parts tentatively for Beyblade X Limited are They're all blades. Arrow Pegasus,
No air.
Cobalt
Pegasus.
Dragoon,
Yes.
Cobalt Drake, Dran Buster, Golem Rock, Impact Drake, Night Mail, Phoenix Wing.
Oh no, Night Mail is banned. I wanted to fucking run Night Mail. That was gonna be like that was gonna be what I was gonna start with. Fuck.
It's too good.
It's too good, my fucking ass. Which means now I gotta figure out how to run it and not limited.
Phoenix Wing, Roar Tyranno, Samurai Saber, Silver Wolf, Tyranno Beat, Whale Wave, and Wizard Rod.
Damn it. I really wanted to run Night Mail. Oh. But everything else is fair game.
Yep, everything else is good.
Alright, let's start pulling blades. We got Drain Sword. We got Phoenix. Hell's Reaper. Hell Chain. I'm so pissed about that. Okay, we're gonna have to go into overtime and build a Night Mail. Because I want to take Night Mail with me. Could run Shark. I mean, we have a fuckload of custom blades. We could try one of those guys. Maybe. I don't even know if any of them are even worth considering. Alright, what else we got? No, I'm not running Bear Nut Scratch. I'm not running fucking Mummy, whatever. Mammoth.
Oh, I apologize. There's been some updates to the ban list.
Okay, what's still banned?
Okay, let's see.
Or are we getting lucky and there's something coming off the ban list?
I think some of these are the same, so I'm going to read them real fast. Arrow, Cobalt Dragoon, Cobalt Drake, Dranbuster, Golem Rock, Impact Drake, Night Mail, Phoenix Wing, Roar Tyranno, Samurai Saber, Silver Roar, Tyranno Beat, Whale Wizard, Wizard Rod, Scorpio Spear, Brave, Dark, and Reaper.
Brave is banned.
Lightning Eldrago, Drandaggr, and Crimson Garuda are on the watch list, but they are not banned.
So wait, did you say Sword was banned too, or no?
No, regular sword is fine.
Okay. Phoenix Feather also good.
Yep.
Okay. But
You could run Phoenix Feather, Dran Sword, and Venom.
Night Lance is banned, huh?
No, Night Mail.
But what was Lance? You said Lance something.
Scorpio Spear.
Oh, Scorpio Spear.
I said Lightning Eldrago was banned.
Okay. Why?
Or sorry, what? Lightning Eldrago is watch list.
Is Unicorn banned?
Unicorn is good.
Throw a Unicorn up there. Viper good?
Viper is good.
God! Well, whatever that... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We'll do fucking Nism up later. Crowd. We'll whip out in Leon Claw or whatever.
Both Leons are good, actually. Kind of surprised. I feel like Leon Crest would have made it, but nope.
Well, since literally everything is banned, Even in limited, you said Shelter Drake sucks a dick, right?
Unfortunately, they said yes, and the Gill Shark is even lighter,
Gill Shark is even lighter. Oof.
which makes me so sad.
No CX Dran.
So far, the only CXs that are allowed are Wizard and Fox, but I think it's because it hasn't had a chance to be banned yet.
All the other CXs are banned in limited?
I think it's just because of weight.
Okay, well, we're running a dagger then while that's still usable.
Smoke it while you got it.
Yep. And then, you know what? Fuck it. We'll put Crimson Garuda in here. Interesting enough, I suppose. And then, you know what? Fuck it. We'll run House. This is my beat up one. I mean, since literally everything that even is remotely interesting is banned. You know what? We'll put Black Shell in. Just for shits.
Black Shell is good in it.
Just for shits and giggles, really.
Yeah, it's a Ratchet Sniper. It's one of the only ones in that format that are really good at it.
Okay, well then that means we're automatically running it.
I was gonna say that should be your team leader. That's your go-to.
If I can find one of those fucking stadiums, is Hover Wyvern banned?
Nope.
Maybe we'll run a Hover Wyvern, but that'll be if I actually get a hold of it.
They are on Amazon right now, and they are delivering. Or let me see if they still are.
But yeah, I just...
Because I think they're only showing up physically in Canada. No, they are currently unavailable. They sold out.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Do I want to run Yell Kong as a fucking joke?
Do you want to be a joke?
No. I mean, my life is a joke, but... Let's see. I think that's realistically everything I have. Except for everything else is either... just not even worth fucking considering. Like, I have 2 Shinobi Shadows for some fuck all reason. Or Knife Shinobi, I have 1 Shinobi Shadow. You know what? Let's pull out Knife Shinobi Shadow. Why not? It's not. It wouldn't hurt to consider it. I mean, that's pretty much it. I have Red Unicorn, but I already have Unicorn. I already have Dran on the table. I have Yellow Black Shell. Wyvern Gale doesn't even seem worth discussing. So why bother? I don't know. Okay. Right. Black Shell. Alternatively, Piss Shell.
I think it's in.
Alright. I'll aesthetically run regular. I thought I had Orange Drandagger. I swear I had Orange Drandagger. Where did that fucking go?
Is it still in the box since it came out with Whale?
I mean, I could go get one, but I had it because it was, they changed the bit to Quake. It was something else.
Yeah, it used to be Taper, and then they changed it to Quake.
Yeah, I swear I had Orange Drandagger. I have no idea where it went, but I had it. What the actual fuck? Where did it go? I had it. I know I own it.
This is your Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, tell me about it. Fucking blowed out my ass. It's probably hiding in one of my 5 stadiums. Well, at any rate, we'll pull Dagger as a candidate while we still can. Now, where'd the fucking Dagger go? Oh my god, are you kidding me? I literally misplaced it. No, here it is. I literally misplaced it. That's my homework, is to find my orange Dran Dagger that I know exists and is... Jesus.
If you go buy a new one, you'll find it as soon as you do.
Yeah. Okay, so we have... pulling aside Hell's Reaper. Pulling aside Hell's Chain. Black Shark. Leon. We'll try a... Well, I think that's good. Unless I want to run Dran's Sword. Or Unicorn. Okay, I think the rest of this shit's going away. So we're obviously running this. Running a Dran's Sword. Phoenix and... or Dran Dagger. Here's my other blue one. That looks a lot nicer. Although maybe it's... looks like they changed it. It actually looks smaller. Well, whatever.
Dagger did get a motor vision, but I think it was Japan only.
Yeah. Okay. You said Claw Leon was good?
Yep. Claw and Crest are both good.
Okay. Night Lance, I'm assuming I can put to the side, even though I think it looks cool.
I think it's playable.
Hmm.
You know, not necessarily good, but, you know, not horrible.
Put it to the side.
It's the C tier.
Yeah. As much as I want to run a Hells, am I, like, wasting my time trying to make them
No,
viable?
because, like I said, Hell's Scythe used to be good, and this is all not new good stuff. So Scythe's perfectly good and limited.
Chain, though, can probably get the boot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Chain isn't quite as good.
Alright. Well, these two are just the same. So I think that's it. I don't think of the four I have down here. Like, is Shark... Oh, man. Is Shark... Like, let's put it this way, okay? This is my 4 so far. Is there anything up here that is notably, like, better in testing?
I mean, Shark is... people still play Shark in regular, so Shark is very good limited.
Okay, so we'll consider booping something for that.
I know Shark has been back and forth on the ban list over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Unicorn is just like good,
Solid good or like just okay?
just solid good. Some people run it in limited as like an emergency backup, or like I mean regular. Like Unicorn is just a solid, just kind of good at everything.
Is Dagger worth dropping? I know it's...
Dagger is apparently very good in the format.
Okay, so... I think that's just it. I think we have our 4 or 5.
So what gets the boot?
I might just take all 5, honestly. Personally.
Oh yeah, might as well have a spare anyway.
Yeah. Because we're not running Dran Sword. Pterodactyl is, from what I've heard, it's situational. But I don't know.
It's a sniper.
Well, yeah, we already have a sniper.
Exactly.
So, okay. And then Sting Unicorn gets the boot. Okay, so we have our 5. Let's build Hells. Let's build Hells. Now we could do this one, or we could do our yellow. In fact, I think I'm going to do yellow, 360, ball. For our Hells. I think that sounds solid. So we could do that 360, or we could build... Is there a red ball? Fuck. I don't think so, actually. I think we might be fooked.
Uh,
No. From Pterodactyl. Perfect.
Yeah.
So we have 2 options here. I don't know. I think they're both pretty solid color-wise, but they're the same bay. So we'll just put this to the side for now, and we can decide on color in a minute. All right, let's build our attacker. Well,
Shell's easy. You want to do Shell just low.
Yeah, low as fuck. So
You might get that 450 you got from right now.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. I just hope it doesn't burst. My other 455 on Wizard is super bursty. Like, it just does not want to stay put. And I have a feeling this is going to be more of the same. As for Bit...
Something low.
Something really low.
I mean, you could try Underneedle.
That's what I was thinking, wherever the fuck that went. Lost in the sauce. Here it is. I mean, that's what I had built before. Underneedle.
It's the lowest you can go. And Black Shell's already the lowest blade.
Yeah. I just wish I could do something with a little bit more burst resistance. Like, maybe running Rush? Or,
You could trade the low Rush, yeah.
Yeah. Just for the burst resistance.
I guess the thing is the burst resistance made up from Rush going to make up for the height? Because if you're already very bursty, regardless of bit, you gotta wonder if it is gonna be better just to go low. Like, what gets you your maximum return on investment?
Yeah, you know what? We'll stick with Underneedle. Be cool to run this nice dot. I think that dot would look very charismatic, but...
Maybe put the low Rush in the case, though, just so you have it.
Yeah. That's going in... Fuck. All my spaghetti is falling out all over.
Rowdy with a chance of Nintendo shit cube.
I don't have that one on here. Okay, so, alright. Let's build Dran. Let's build a Dran.
I think you just go full attack, right?
Yeah, because I'm starting to run out of juice myself. Or might want to take a break. I'm assuming that means I'm going 160. Which I don't
I think probably.
I don't have a 160 blue. I can open up one of my Drans. I have a stockpile of Dran Braves, but we'll do that later. Or I don't know. Maybe we could do that now, but as for bit, we got Sharks, flat. Or no, we've got Bite Croc has a better matching flat.
Go low flat.
We could do low flat.
Shark and Croc have low flat.
Yeah, I know. I need to find my Croc. I pulled it up here.
What a croc, haha.
What a fucking crock of shit!
Maybe I'll run 3 Sharks in limited. Something to think about, I guess.
Yeah. So we got 160 low flat Dran Dagger. Print that shit. But then we also have a Shark to run. And we have
Well, you went low and aggressive.
Leon. Too bad.
Yeah, this is totally unsubstantiated, and I'm not saying this on any practical advice, but I wonder if Zap would be funny on Shark.
Well, I mean, we're unlimited. Might as fucking well. Where is it? Here it is.
Because Zap apparently is just taper that turns into Excel. I think that sounds pretty funny. Or sorry, point that turns into Excel.
Is there a red Shark? Or no, I guess black has red in it, so there we go. So we just need a red Ratchet. 960. Or we could do black 160. Ooh. But we already ran 160. Well, this actually came with 160. This is the bit it's supposed to come with. Excellent choice of question for philosophical debate. Let's do 960. Who gives a fuck? 960 Zap. Beautiful. All right, next, finally, we have the Nizuma Blader special. What am I running on this?
I think you've mostly got, I guess maybe both a stamina type, because you've got plenty of attack.
So that means I'm running a 560, maybe.
Maybe.
Potentially.
560 free ball.
560 free balling.
It's yellow. It fits.
It does. Fucking hate having to do that. This music fucking stopped. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I wonder if 060 will finally make this ball good.
Is there a 060? I'm assuming is that on like Prize Ghost?
No, not yet. So 070 is the brand new one with Scorpio.
Yeah. I wonder if they're afraid to do a 060.
I'm sure they will eventually.
What is the Perseus bit again? What the fuck does this one do?
Wedge.
Wedge. It's such a shame that CX just got... I'm surprised they don't have a CX bracket where it's CX only.
I think it's just because there's not enough yet.
Yeah, I'm assuming that will probably... That will come in the future, but... Okay, so we have Black Shell 455 under Needle. We have 2 Hells 360 ball, not orb, which we will have to decide on one of those. We have a Dran Dagger on 160 low flat, which I have to go crack open a I have to go crack open a fucking Dran Brave. Or Dran Buster. Fuck, God. I'm so bad with names. I sound like such a fucking poser sometimes. It really actually bothers me. Because I
Buster Dran.
Buster Dran. I actually like stuff that might shock you to know, but I don't know. For some reason, I am horrible with names.
Everyone watching, this is a psyop. Everyone knows WEEABOO-FUNZONE is actually a Battletops fan.
Yeah, that is true.
This is just espionage.
They are better than Beyblades. And then we got Shark 960 Zap. Okay. So the real question is, what color... I'm going to push these back a bit so everyone can see. I feel like our color selection here isn't the greatest no matter what. We didn't run Hexa in our limited. Should I do that?
Do you have anything that would... Do you have anything defensive?
Well, isn't that what... I don't think any of this is defensive. I think we have 2 balance types. And I'm assuming Claw Leon is we've built to be...
Endurance.
Endurance. And then everything else is like an attack. We have the Ratchet Sniper... And we have 2 attacks.
Yeah, I think everyone just kind of leans towards attack and limited.
Yeah. So, what color are we running for our Hell's Reaper? Are we running yellow or are we running red?
I do like the yellow.
I do like the yellow. And it does kind of match a little bit better.
You know, I've had a yellow Hell Scythe hanging above my bed for almost a year now.
I know, I feel so bad. I want to pick them up. I do like this blade a lot. Alright, we're running yellow. And that's on 360 ball. Even though my my other Health Scythe, for some reason, is in a lot better shape. This is probably, like, after they started coding them, is why. But there we go.
I think so.
There's our limited. Okay, now let's put that shit to the side for a second. We have to build a night mail. I feel like we've used all of our really good options already.
Yeah, so the whole thing about how Wolf is good because it's not parasitic on your parts economy.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmail's kind of the opposite.
Nightmail needs, like, really specific, all, like, the best shit to make it viable.
Yeah, like Nightmail wants to take good stuff.
So I'm assuming that means it's going to be, like, 560, like... Is there even...
like 7... well, you could probably go with 760.
Do I even have a 760?
You got one with Piss Whale.
I did. I think. Where is Piss Whale?
Because
I took it off. I used it on something else. No.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, no, this is 760.
Because you could run 760 Hexa.
Yeah.
And that would be it's actually pretty solid for defense since it's very center heavy.
Right, so I need to get a green Hexa. There we go, there's our Nightmail. What did we run Hexa on in our...
Wolf, I think?
Yes, so it's a fight between 760 Wolf, whatever, we'll take them all. Who fucking cares? Throw it all in there. Let's go ahead and pack our shit. Well, now we're really fucked. I have to stuff 3 blades in here somehow. Actually, I want...
And we get Metal 60 coming out this month, too.
Yeah, that's right. Although, I might not get some stuff from Japan for a minute. Because I saw on the invoice for this HLJ box, other than what I pre-ordered, by the way, I saw for the HLJ box, they listed shit as China and Vietnam. And I don't really feel like getting nicked for, like, a fucking plastic toy.
Was this DHL or UPS or USPS?
This was EMS, so this was USPS.
That's shocking. It came that fast then.
Yeah. Well, it's 2 to 9 days, is what they listed it as.
I know, man. My stuff's been taking 2 weeks for like a year, like years now.
Don't know why.
What if they finally sorted out their stuff?
Yeah, I don't know why they have all this grip, or I put all this grip stuff in here. I gotta clean all this fucking shit up. I have no idea where I'm gonna put all of this.
Just dump it all in the stadium.
No, I'm gonna go a little higher road than that. I have a couple organizers that I've done. Oh, cool. That one came with a free fucking bug. But I've been working on getting some actual, is that Unite? No, that's Orb. Why does it have like a mold mark on it? I do need to get some better bay organization stuff instead of just throwing it all in.
That's why I imported those makeup holders.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go look around for that shit, aren't we?
I would definitely get a few more.
At Daiso. That'll be fun.
Thanks.
I'll probably get some footage of that for the, Man, putting shit back together is gonna be a massive pain. This is like Legos. Putting everything back in, like, its proper configuration.
Getting it all back to stock.
Yeah. I'll have to weigh those drans or whatever. I'll put that to the side for a minute. Sorry, Phoenix. No Phoenix. Go ahead and start cleaning up a bit. Because we got shit to do on this desk, and we can't be having too many toys. We gotta have some toys. Not too many toys. I apologize.
There's only one person out there who cares.
Yeah. But this is what we will be building. Or this is what we have built. And this is what we will be taking to our event. So that we can get fucking ventilated by like a 10-year-old.
Maybe you'll kick that 10-year-old's ass.
Yeah, true.
Only one way to find out.
I'll take that low flat with me, just in case. Is there anything else we need to do? Oh, I guess I have a gray low flat. I'll take that with me. Yeah. Because I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. But I think that's it.
Grip, launcher, ripcord. Ripcords.
Well, I meant like to do on stream.
Oh, I think you're going to try and reassemble your launcher.
Yeah, true. I guess we could do that. Never did use green Tyrannosaur. Well, I think the reason I wanted to do that was because I wanted to put it back together with a different color, but I'm gonna be real. I can't find that silver launcher. It is simply gone. I found the white one. Yep, it's gone. And I don't know what happened to it. So I'll probably find it. What the hell was this one? What was this 960 from? This is 970. This is from Phoenix. Did we even use this? I don't think so.
Is it?
Yeah, this is from Phoenix Rudder. We didn't use this.
The 970 was gonna go on Wolf. Actually, what did you put on Wolf?
We put 070.
Oh, that's right.
So I'll put that back on Rudder because I have all my metal coat bays in like a nice little area, but we got rip cords aplenty. I'll have to flatten some of them out. But we got enough rip cords in case one of them rips too hard. I don't really think we need to bring a bunch of winders. I think having two... Well, we need one for left spin. Like, that's important. So maybe I should bring another... Maybe I should bring another grip. Here we go. I need to buy the fucking the silver grip that has the red rubber on it, I think.
The one that goes to the left winder.
Yeah. Because I need a matching grip for the left winder.
Well, there's going to be sellers there, so maybe we'll get lucky.
Yeah, maybe I can get lucky and spend like 3 times what it's worth on it.
But it's at the event, so it makes it special.
Yeah, it's at the event, so it can fucking fuck me in the ass. Okay, well, I think that's everything, really. I think these guys can all just go here. Let's see if this thing actually closes now. That being said, instead of hard plastic, I think what I shall do is replace this with rubber.
I wish we had more launcher accessories.
Yeah.
I know someone is 3D printing a compass attachment so you can see the angle of your launch.
Yeah, like the old school like sniper grip or whatever.
Yeah, like the compass, the angle compass they used to sell.
Yeah, that's sick. Hold launcher, bye-bye.
Apparently they made a new version that's actually good.
Of the hold launcher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Sam Saber just got a reprint. So I guess the launcher's been kind of touched up, just like Dragoon, too.
What was bad about it before?
I think it just gripped funny. Like, all the CX launchers have been super smooth, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's noticeably different.
Interesting. Well, I think that was a successful build. I think we have all the things we need for the tournament, and we ended up building a little bit more than I was expecting to. Now, the final touches to see if this will fucking close properly. The answer is barely. Barely. I mean, it'll fit in the backpack. You know what?
As long as you can zip it, you can rip it.
I will call that a win in my book. And then I have this fucking thing that I gotta fit in here too. Oh, I guess that's what we could do with our spares. Although I don't think it would be smart to put this in that case. But...
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fit.
oh, no, it won't. I'm not even gonna try. But... I feel like we gotta take this anyway. Because we need it for the tourney.
Yep.
Because obviously you aren't gonna roll up with the entire fucking bag. You know, you're gonna roll up with your thing. I was looking for like a 3D printed one to do. But I couldn't find a good one. The only one I could find was like someone on Etsy designed one and they were selling it for like $70 or some insane shit like that.
See, that's why I got my leather one.
Yeah.
Just the 3-piece watch case.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I think that's everything. We did it. We've successfully bladed our Beys.
You've let it rip.
We have the task of letting it rip was successfully carried out, or the challenge of letting it rip was successfully carried out. Except I see we're missing a 260 point here. I just need to find a couple parts that I know I have that are missing for some reason. But other than that, hey, pretty good. Pretty good. Not sure when I'm going to stream next. I know I've been working silently on the next art lab in preparation for when I'll be able to have more interesting stuff to share with the process.
It's true. I've seen the progress.
But I think for now I'm just gonna... I know I wanted to record most of it, but streaming can really make it stressful. So I for some of it, I now that we're kind of in the final phases of it, I did want to just take my time. But I'll probably be back with it in the finishing process, the shiage is what it's called, I believe. And then, hey, Deltarune's coming out in 3 days. So I'm absolutely going to be streaming that because I kind of have to. Otherwise, the internet will just ruin the game for me.
It's the biggest Switch launch title.
It is literally the biggest fuck Mario Kart. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for me for today, I think. Thank you, everyone, who tuned in. It was fun. I've taken a bit of a break from streaming, but I promise I'll come back soon. I've just been having some life stuff, and, you know, I do this for fun, and it's not fun if I'm not having fun, which means you guys aren't having fun. But anyway, take it easy, friends. See you later.
Fucking